Welcome to a segment we like to call 5 Reasons Why Blank Should Have Ended the Streak. I couldn't do it. Now I wear a straw hat. Who do you think should have ended the streak? Travis Colt.
Yes, this week.
Why?
This week is my turn to pick someone who I feel, because obviously no one believes that Brock Lesnar should have ended the streak.
Except for Brock Lesnar.
Except for Brock
you,
Lesnar.
and you're wrong.
And WWE, apparently.
Yeah, if you think Brock Lesnar should have ended the streak,
Go
come
away.
find me. I'll fight you.
Yeah, just
Unless you're Brock Lesnar, stay the fuck away.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch you.
Yeah.
You're dirty.
I don't want to be left in a pile of blood, piss, and urine.
Kevin Hawk
and
paste.
vomit.
Piss and urine.
Piss and urine.
Both.
He's going to knock them both out of me, and then I'm going to vomit.
All right.
Anyway, on our last episode, Kevin Hawk picked Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, who obviously had great matches with The Undertaker, definitely was at the upper echelon, deserved to have that nickname of Streak Break Kid. But this week is my turn to pick, and I decided to go the opposite direction.
Somebody who shouldn't have broken the streak?
No, not opposite of legendary status.
Vader.
No,
Shawn Michaels.
you did that one.
John Stasiak.
Oh, that's about as unlegendary as you can get.
Well, it's no, not Shawn Stasiak.
Rico.
Sean
No.
O'Hare.
But you already know that.
He's not telling you anything you don't already know.
But what I'm telling you, and what I'm telling you,
Oh.
is that
Oh.
I think that rather than a legendary status character like Shawn Michaels ending the streak, I believe that Bad News Barrett should have ended the streak.
Reason number 1.
Reason number 1, I'm going to say that the streak, if it wasn't going to be ended by someone who was already established, it should have gone to someone who was up and coming and could play off of that heat really well. Someone who wasn't going to be around every so often like Brock Lesnar, but someone who was going to make it a staple of their career. And who better than Bad News Barrett, who was finally making his character. He was becoming this, I've got some bad news. What worse news could we have gotten than the streak is over?
Reason number 2. Assuming that this was still at WrestleMania 30. Assuming that it was still playing off of CM Punk not being able to beat the streak and Paul Heyman bringing in someone he thought could, we would have got Bad News Barrett and Paul Heyman promoing together.
Oh.
And what better way to give someone with the promo skill, the in-ring skill that Wade Barrett has, than to not only have him beat the streak, but align him with one of the greatest talkers of all time. Not only would the promos be great, but Wade Barrett's future promos would be better for it.
Yeah, that's taking a reason and saying, like, it would move Barrett just to the upper echelon, period.
Yeah.
Like, so many things to boost the moment right there.
Absolutely.
Reason number 3.
Reason number 3, they haven't pushed Wade Barrett to that title match picture yet. He's been there kind of a couple times. He did the thing with Cena and the Nexus, but he's never fully had that run for the title. And I feel like this would have been a great stepping stone to move him into that title picture.
Yeah, I mean, if you think of what they did here with Brock, who ended the streak, is now in the title picture.
Absolutely.
Now we'd be having Barrett Cena at SummerSlam instead.
Yeah, and Barrett, who, again, is coming into his own. He's been Intercontinental Champion before. He's been Tag Team Champions before. This would be the greatest segue into Wade Barrett's first serious title run. And there'd be the history between him and Cena from the Nexus.
Yeah.
So it would make the SummerSlam match even more interesting, because, let's face it, we're not interested in Brock Lesnar versus John Cena again.
Not really. Not at all.
No.
Not even... I can't even fake interest in that match. I can fake interest in a lot of things. What are we talking about again?
Reason number 4, which is yours.
Reason number 4. The build-up.
Mm.
Now, aside from the Heyman idea that you have, I'm looking at this as a completely unique build to an Undertaker WrestleMania match. Because we haven't had an Undertaker WrestleMania match where Undertaker is going against who, in comparative to the Undertaker, is a relative rookie.
The only comparison is Randy Orton, but that's after his evolution stint.
Yeah, and I mean, you're looking at Randy Orton, who would deem himself the legend killer. You know, he wants to kill the Undertaker's legend. You know, but no one that's like, per se, that rookie that, you know, he'd be going into it as no one could really see Wade Barrett being the one that ended the streak. He's the rookie. He's like, you know, I'm the upstart. I'm gonna get you because it's gonna make my career, not because it's gonna be another thing on my list of accomplishments. Being able to be that young guy saying, hey, I, as a guy who's still in the infancy of my career, will do something that Triple H and Kane and Randy Orton and Edge and Shawn Michaels weren't able to do. I'm going to beat the streak. And, you know, Undertaker being able to do the Undertaker-y thing and play off of maybe Wade Barrett's insecurities or, you know, what have you, that would lead, I think, a build-up that would be completely unique to anything we've seen, at least completely unique to anything we've seen since WrestleMania 25, especially, or the build-up to 25.
Yeah.
Where it's just been non-stop established superstars. Like, you're talking Shawn Michaels twice in a row, Triple H twice in a row, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. These guys are names.
Yeah.
Already, and even before that, despite their, you know, one-off matches, the Mark Henry, the Batista, the Randy Orton, all names that everyone saw and said, hey, that guy could end the streak. We don't think he's going to end the streak, but they could. They all were viable main eventers at the time that could end the streak. This would be, wow, here's the mid-card guy. He's the dark horse. He could end the streak. He could just be that lucky number 1, you know?
It would have been a shock that we could get behind.
Yeah.
Because the shock of Lesnar was just like, ugh, why'd they give it to Lesnar?
Exactly.
There's nothing that makes Lesnar special to us. But Wade Barrett is still building himself. And
Yeah.
what a building block this could have been.
Exactly. That goes along with your first reason.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, to me, it's that build-up that, you know, you've almost had the same spiel from every single person who's gone against the streak in the last 10 years. Here's what I've done. These are my career accomplishments. Now I'm going to beat the streak and add that to my thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wade Barrett's thing would be completely separate because he doesn't have the 10-year legacy. He doesn't have the, 12 different championships under his belt yet. He's the guy that's going to say, I'm going to solely make my career off of the streak. So I think it'd be a completely different build-up than anything we've seen for years since Maven eliminated the Royal Rumble.
Absolutely.
Because it's yours.
Reason number 5.
But
When it comes to something as special as the streak, knowing that it's going to end, you really need... This is the ultimate form of passing the torch. The Undertaker, who has dominated WWE for over 20 years, I don't feel like losing to Lesnar was passing the torch, because Lesnar is not going to carry on a WWE legacy.
Yeah, well, it goes
Not passing the torch, it's dunking the torch in a bucket of water.
Yeah.
Well, it goes into what I was thinking, is that, like, future WrestleManias, Wade Barrett could have this as trying to build his own streak, the post-Taker streak.
Yeah.
Where it wouldn't get as legendary. It would probably only make it to 3 years undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
But it would carry on the same feel of the Undertaker streak match. It would carry on the hype behind that.
I can see the headline to it. I mean, I bet you $100 they're going to use the same tagline for when Lesnar's at WrestleMania, but it's not going to have the same potency in my mind that it would with Wade Barrett or a Cesaro or a Kofi or any younger talent who hasn't hit their prime yet. Is can he beat the man who beat the streak?
Yeah.
As the tagline to the match.
Yeah,
I feel
WrestleMania
like
31, it's going to happen.
Well, and then every year
Goldberg
Wade
versus
Barrett would be able to come out, win his match. You know, I know you were hoping that he would avenge the streak, but I've got some bad news.
Yeah. It would. Yeah, exactly. Wade Barrett would have been able to build a legacy, and he would have been able to not only build a legacy for himself, but keep how important the streak was alive. Granted, we're always going to know that the streak was important, that the streak was amazing, and it will never be duplicated.
No.
Nothing will ever come close
Yeah.
to duplicating the streak.
Yeah. But to have someone like Barrett, who would constantly tote that the greatest streak was ended by him, and he would carry on that essence of The Undertaker, and would build just an amazing future where WWE could go back on that past and see how great it is and see where Wade Barrett has come.
Yeah,
So passing the torch to a younger star who would have been able to skyrocket to unbelievable heights, because we know Barrett has the ability to do that. Why, like you said, Kevin, why dump the torch into a bucket of water when you could have made it burn brighter for years to come?
WWE's going to try and do this with Brock Lesnar.
It's going to fail.
They're going to try and use this defeating the streak to build up his WrestleMania matches. But Brock Lesnar is not in WWE for the long haul.
No.
He is not here to carve out a new legacy.
I think Cena, in their match promo coming into SummerSlam, said it. Is just like he was in UFC, he's a guy who comes to have a fight every now and again. Every so often he's going to come back and fight because he's a mercenary.
Yeah.
He's not in it to be part of the WWE universe. He's in it for his own glory. He's in it for the money. He's in it for winning the belt and, being him. He's not in it for anything other than his own selfishness.
Yeah. But that is our 5 reasons why Bad News Barrett should have ended the streak. If you want to add in your own reasons why you think Bad News Barrett should or should not have ended the streak, post down in the comments below. Like, favorite, subscribe. Offer us some options on who you think should have ended the streak. You could also go back and you can check out when Kevin Hawk gave his reasons. We gave our reasons why Shawn Michaels should have ended the streak. And we'll be doing this. We'll be doing this once a month. We'll have Streak Week once a month. Where actually next month it'll be Thomas Wolf's pick for who
this
should have ended.
is not a hint.
And
That was cool. I pointed my finger and he talked.
and because you pointed at me on the screen in front of us. Nope, there you go. And if you want to watch the end of the streak from Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30, or any of the previous attempts to beat the streak, I think there's one place where you could cumulatively watch all of the WrestleManias that
Where would that
Undertaker's
be?
been at.
WWEshop.com.
Nope. Drag it.
WWE.com.
Nope, drag it.
Streak.com.
That's probably not safe for work mode website.
No. You can watch it on the WWE Network for the low price of $9.99 a month.
With a 12-year commitment. 12-year commitment. With
You have to commit for 21 years.
12-year commitment of $9.99 a month, or you don't get the network. Just kidding. It's a 6-month commitment.
But that's it for who should have ended the streak. If you want to click back, you can check out our Raw review from this week, our midweek wrap-up, our 5 matches to watch, and you can also click, the annotation is going to pop up somewhere right now, to move on to the SmackDown Rundown.